Hello dear students of class 5, this is social science and today we are going to begin with a new lesson that is from chapter 2, Motions of the Earth, page number 11. So here you're going to learn about the motion. Motion means the movement of the earth, alright? So earlier, people did not know about the motion of the earth, that is, the movement of the earth, okay? So at night, when they look up at the sky, they see that the moon is moving or they see that the cloud is moving, right? So at that moment, they thought that it was the cloud or it was the moon that was moving. But later on, they found out that it was the earth that was moving and the earth was not standing in one position, but it keeps on changing its position, okay? So the moon not only moves the direction from north, south, or it does not only move the direction from west to east, but it used to even change its shape, all right? And because of the directions and the movements of the earth, we are able to receive day and night. That is, we receive brightness, we receive darkness, and also we experience the different seasons of the earth, all right? So here in this picture, you see that people are looking at the sky, right? So earlier, when people did not know about the movement of the earth, that was their thought, all right? Some people even thought that the earth was flat, right? And then later on, because of the studies, astronomical studies, that is the study about the universe, about the sky, people learned that the earth was round in shape and then it does not stay in one place, but it used to move around the sun. And there are mainly two main types of movement, okay? So before we study about the earth, it is also very important for you to know that we have 8 planets altogether and earth is one of them, all right? And earth is the only planet where human beings survive, right? And out of these 8 planets, earth is the only planet that also experiences different things comparing to the other 7 planets, okay? So here we have earth and we see that the earth is blue in color, right? So in the previous chapter also I've explained to you that in earth we have continents and oceans, and those blue part that you see are the oceans, all right? And the green and the brown that you see are the land masses, okay? That those are the continents, okay? Now, so in this lesson, you're going to learn about the two movements of the earth. One is the rotation and the other one is revolution, okay? So look carefully. One is rotation and the other one is revolution. Now these two movements are quite different from one another, all right? So the earth, it used to move around from its own place, that is rotation, okay? The earth makes a movement from its own place known as rotation. The other movement is the earth also moves around the sun, that is revolution, all right? It sounds quite confusing, right? But know that we have two movements. One is rotation, that is the earth moves from its axis, okay? So there is one point where the earth stays and that is the earth's axis, and it used to move from that axis, that is rotation, whereas the bigger movement, okay, the bigger circle that the earth makes around the sun is known as the revolution. Now here, earth is not the only planet that used to revolve around the sun, all right? The other planets also revolve around the sun. However, in this lesson, let's study about the earth, okay? Now the first one is rotation. So rotation takes 24 hours. It causes day and night, also change in temperature. Okay, so when the earth is rotating, it used to cause day and night. All right, now here in this picture you see that one part of the earth is bright, whereas the other part of the earth is dark, right? Now the brighter side of the earth is experiencing daytime, all right, and the other side, which seems darker, that's because they are away from the sun, and one side is covering the other side. So one side is dark and one side is bright. Now the brighter side is daytime and the darker side is experiencing nighttime. Now in order to make this one rotation, the earth takes 24 hours. Okay, the earth takes 24 hours to make one rotation, that is to complete one rotation. That is why every day we have 24 hours, all right? That is starting from 12 midnight or 1 a.m. till the midnight, it counts up to 24 hours, okay? So one rotation takes 24 hours. And with the help of rotation, we can experience day and night. Or else, if the earth doesn't rotate, one side of the earth will always have a daytime and the other side will always have nighttime, right? But it is because of the movement, the rotating movement of the earth, we experience night and day. Then there is change in temperature, okay? Now you also see that the earth that is brighter in the daytime is also warmer in the daytime, right? Because they are facing the sun. So whenever the sun is giving its light to the earth, this part of the area also experience a warmer hour, okay? Whereas at night it becomes dark, so the sunlight doesn't come and reach that area, right? Because of that, it becomes colder at night. Okay, are you clear with that now? So once again, in rotation, we have 24 hours. Rotation causes day and night. Rotation also changes the temperature according to its movement. All right. Now here again there is another image where you can see that the sun is giving out its light, right? Now those areas, those countries which are facing this light, they are experiencing a daytime. It could be morning 7 a.m. or noon 12 or maybe evening 3 or 4, right? So they are facing the sun, so they still have light on their country, so they are experiencing a daytime, okay? Now those areas which seem darker, you see here in the image, right? They are darker because they are turning away from the sun, right? So now they are experiencing nighttime, okay? So it could be 6 p.m., 9 p.m. or even midnight, okay? So every country have different time zones, all right? They have different timings, and it's also all because of the movement of the earth, okay? Now we can also do an experiment at home. You just bring one bowl or a balloon, okay? And then you can keep the other one at the back. Now you turn on the torchlight and see those area of the bowl or the balloon where you're showing the torchlight, it seems bright, right? And the one at the back, it's dark. See here, right? Also, because of the reflection, another bowl is also brighter on one side. So this is an example of the moon, and this one is the earth, okay? So those areas, whichever is dark at night, they see the bright moon, right? And then those who are facing towards this side, they see the sun. So it is daytime. And then the people here, they don't see the moon, okay? So that is one experiment that you can try at home. Now next one is revolution. Remember, we have two movements. One was rotation, which I have just finished explaining. Now the second one is revolution. Now here, this is the earth, okay? And you see that in the middle there is sun and it is revolving around the sun, right? It is making one big circle around the sun. Now when the earth is moving around the sun, it experiences different seasons, okay? Like summer, winter, autumn, and spring. And some winter, we experience winter because we go very far away from the sun. And when we are close to the sun, we experience summer, okay? Likewise, if we go a little away from the sun, we experience pleasant and comfortable weathers like autumn and spring. So likewise, with the movement of the earth around the sun, we are able to experience different seasons, okay? Again, if the earth was not moving, we would have had only one season the whole year, right? But because of the revolution, we experience different seasons, okay? So one revolution takes 1 year, all right? And the speed of the earth is 100,000 kilometers in an hour, all right? Then the revolution of the earth is from west to east. And one revolution, to complete one revolution, it takes 365 days, 5 hours and 45 minutes, okay? And also we have a leap year. Now, see, it takes 1 year to complete one revolution, right? So in a year, how many months do we have? We have 12 months, right? In certain months, we experience the summer season. In certain months, like from December, January, we experience extreme cold, right? That is winter season. Then remaining months, we also experience spring, autumn, and monsoon. Monsoon is not included because monsoon is not caused by the movement of the earth. But here I would also like to include monsoon because especially during the summer when it is very hot, the sun used to evaporate the water sources, okay? So whenever we are boiling the water, we see that the steam of the water goes up, right? So the same thing happens whenever there is extreme or whenever we have sunlight, it used to heat on the water sources and the steam like thing moves up, okay? And then it is collected in the clouds and then it falls down as rain. So it is also because of the different seasons of the earth, we also experience the monsoon season. However, in your lesson, there are mainly 4 different seasons. One is summer, winter, autumn, and spring, okay? So the speed of the earth is 100,000 kilometers in an hour, okay? But the movement of the earth is also quite slow, all right? That's why we don't feel it, but we can only see it, okay? Especially when we have a clear blue sky, we see that the moon is moving, right? But it's the earth that is moving, all right? Then coming to the revolves from west to east, the earth used to revolve from west to east. That is why, because of this movement, we also see that the sun sets from one direction and it used to end in one direction. It is all because of the movement of the earth. So in 1 year, we have 365 days, 5 hours, 49 minutes, okay? So the earth takes this much time to make 1 year. However, sometimes we have 366 days. That is, after every 4 years, we experience the leap year. Okay, so in leap year we have 366 days, whereas on other years we have 365 days. Okay, now this special one day is included in the month of February, where we have 28 days, right? Every year in the month of February we have only 28 days, but after 4 years we used to see February with one more day added, that is 29 days in the month of February. All right, so this is about the revolution of the earth. Now coming to the seasons, so we have summer, spring, winter, autumn. Summer, you all know that it's a very hot season. Spring, we would experience the different colors of flowers growing in and around us. Then we have winter, which is the coldest month of the year, and autumn, which is also a very windy season. Okay, then monsoon, where we experience a lot of rainfall. Now, in the next class, I'm going to explain to you about the position of the earth. All right. However, let's have some quick revision on what we have learned today. So today I've explained to you about the earth and its movement. We have mainly two movements. One is rotation, that is moving from its place, which takes 24 hours. All right. And then the other movement is revolution, which takes 1 year. All right. And also we have a leap year, which is 366 days, whereas in other normal year we have only 365 days. Now, rotation of the earth causes day and night, remember that, whereas the revolution of the earth causes different seasons. The seasons I've mentioned just now, that is summer, winter, autumn, and spring. And all these seasons gives us a different feeling in our body. Okay, some of them makes us feel hot, some of them keeps us very cold, some blows a lot of air, right? So it is all because of the movement of the earth. All right, now in the next class we are going to discuss a very important thing, why we experience the different seasons. It's all because of the position of the earth. All right, so thank you very much, my dear students. I will see you in the next video lesson.